The Zondo Commission continues to hear testimony from former Eskom chairperson Zola Tsotsi. Also expected to testify is the entity's former head of legal and compliance affairs, Venete Klein. On Tuesday, Tsotsi told the Commission that former SAA board chair Tumaole had influenced the running of the entity despite not being an employee there. He claimed Tumaole pushed for an inquiry into Eskom, which led to the suspension of 4 executives in 2015. To tell us more on what is expected from today, we're joined in studio by our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli. Tumaole, very good morning to you. We heard a lot about the other hands involved at Eskom. Firstly, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo was really adamant to get some sort of understanding as to why former President Jacob Zuma postponed a meeting, a board meeting that was set to take place on the 26th of February.
Absolutely, Mpo. And this is one of the things that came out of the testimony, is that there seemed to be quite a lot of meddling from the outside. We have heard, of course, how Tumaole, who was at SAA at the time, also seemed to have some kind of influence. And when Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo did push as to why this was happening, why were people who were external to Eskom seem to have so much influence in terms of its operations around the 2015 time. This was when Mr. Tsotsi then mentioned that, in terms of instructions, whenever someone who was seen to be close to quote Baba used to make any assertion or any recommendation or any inquiry to the board, then they would have to act, because the inference was that they were then getting instruction directly from the former President Jacob Zuma, and therefore the board would not have any other choice except to institute whatever instruction was given or to act and react to whatever inquiry was given. And this speaks to the direct influence the meddling, of course, with the connection to the Gupta brothers, because Tsotsi also went on to infer in his testimony before the Zondo Commission that the Gupta brothers also would make direct inquiries and have some kind of influence into the operations of the board around the 2015 period. And when asked again, pushed again by Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo as to why was this allowed, he would say that, of course, they had the ear of Baba again. And this again points to the issue that this influence that the Guptas had in this sort of state capture project was far-reaching indeed.
We also heard Rondo speaking about how he believes that they were abusing control of the state to unfairly benefit the ANC.
Absolutely. And when he talks about that, he would talk about contracts being given in terms of, gala dinners and other events that were then directly sponsored or bankrolled by Eskom, even though, of course, the board would feel that at the time, Eskom did not have the financial muscle to be engaging in such activities because it did not feel that it had any value in terms of being involved in such gala dinners and so forth. However, what Tsotsi's explanation when pushed about that was that, these gala dinners were being televised and were being seen across various media platforms, and that he felt, that the board felt that would give Eskom a very good market share, so to speak. However, this explanation did not break water and was not taken very lightly by Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, asking further that how was this beneficial to Eskom, because Eskom would be the one that would be financing this particular event, and therefore how could it be financing and then also be receiving any kind of value from that? So that really didn't add up. But this was Tsotsi's explanation.
And what more can we expect from Tsotsi today? And, in terms of expanding the discussion, where do we see the evidence leader and Zondo taking it?
Well, today we're going to expand more just in terms of what would happen around the 2015 period and subsequently, because what is key here is to see exactly how far this undue influence from the Gupta brothers and from the Gupta empire would then go into Eskom, because then, after having had these revelations that were tabled before the Commission yesterday, the Commission will be interested to find out how many more decisions were actually outsourced, if I can use that word, to the Guptas that were key to Eskom's operations.
Very well. Let's leave it there for now. Our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli following the developments at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, where a former board chairperson of Eskom, Zola Tsotsi, continues giving evidence today.